All right, grand rising, everyone. So, again, more confusion, but I think there's this knot here. There's this knot. It's almost like somebody giving you this knot to untie, to help bring some situation to an end. It's almost like hope. Wow. But Cole, when Cole came and tried to get Hope when she was a little girl to undo that knot so he can save Davina. From death or something like that. But, again, that Cole last name, I'm about to be talking a lot about these coat of arms because something got me looking into these coat of arms. And whatever this is, I don't know what the fuck, I be trying not to go places, right? Because I feel like, maybe these are people that had a helping hand out, and I respected them in a certain light, and I still do until I see where the injustice. So if me telling the truth is going to ruin my connection or friendship with you, then we were never friends. So again, it's almost as if ask your friends to help you. So there must be somebody watching this platform or somebody with this channel that may be able to help me see something with this. Because we're going to go ahead and put that. We're going to put a couple coat of arms to the test here. I think we're going to do them one by one. Right? Because I'm going back all the way to, I don't even know if we're talking about the Carter presidency. Because I saw something today that said something like Biden is worse than somebody Carter or something they were saying, like comparing them to or whatever. But I'm telling you, like I said, when I say these things, I'm going to be non-biased, okay? I'm going to talk about the energy I get from these individuals, the actions I feel in the spirit realm, or again, with any kind of telepathic communication, and what the actual symbol of these coat of arms and what the history may be intertwining through these family lines have to do with each other. Again, if we can remember, we'll notice certain things that happen in society or politics or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that we can compare, okay? So it started making me think about, okay, now when did you think that this started? We're going to do something. We're going to just be talking now. All right, we're going to go into the biblical text later, but we're just going to be doing a couple of these random talks here. Again, the Torah is in the tarot, and the tarot is in the Torah. You in the Bible, I'm in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? So, it's just, do you know where to find yourself? Like Amos Bruton. These are people that are in this biblical text here, okay? That have stuff to do with, this is what, 10 to 12 years ago, I said, watch we find out that so-called black people are not Africans. We were American Indians that were already here in America. All right. This one I broke down and said, God, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? If you real or something, you need to let me know. I don't really mess with no church or nothing. But me and you could have a thing. You know what I'm saying? And we found out that, okay? And then I said, and watch we find out that we are the people in this Bible. And we found out that. So it made me go back to what unions, what did you do? Now that you know more about relationships, now you know about, mounting, siring, what? Now you know that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? That there are different beings on this plane. All right? Hold on 1 second. I'm making some eggs. Well, where'd my spatula go? Oh. All right? And I can see, it's kind of showing me like, okay, so this is like, this is Love and War. But this is also like Game of Thrones. This is like all of the above right here. And so I'm like, I don't know, I guess we can ask these questions. We're not pointing out anybody in particular or whatever, but we can ask these questions about these bloodlines. Because for some reason, the ancestors just keep telling me about these bloodlines. Now, I told y'all when it comes to the Scorpio or the Gemini energy, okay? When it comes to Inanna, and then also we talking about different spans of time, but the thing is you have the Akashic. When the books are open and you can tap in, you can see. But there's also ways where sorcerers and shit like that have been dealing with your family line for a long time know how to use chemical or biological or other warfare in order to mess with the minds or promote fear. All right. Fear. And then you start fearing something, you cower, and then somebody gets to take right over. Right. So again, hey, we'll see what's going on here. So I started thinking, I'm like, where did this go? Now, this is neither here nor there. But we have these are the coat of arms that come to me. Okay? These are the coat of arms. Let's not attach this to any people just yet. Let's just notice that these are the coat of arms that are very close to something that have to do with my lineage or my bloodline. And why these people may have gotten together because they hated the woman in order to attack the woman. But then did some people falter? Did somebody fold? You see what I'm saying? Because I remember being young and going to my boyfriend's house. My first true love, okay? The one that I showed y'all the picture. Right? And then we also seen the picture I told you that looked like his sister sitting next to Miss Jackson on my Facebook under Shay Seeking. So, again, I feel like them infiltrating the family in a sense. But did the family know this part? You see what I'm saying? Did the family know about this breach or this something or this replica energy? Oh, it's so crazy. It's sci-fi, but also biblical and spiritual and whatever. But again, we have Black, we have Bruton, we have Henley, we have Cole, we have Coleman, we have West, we have Carter, we have Harris. Let's just think about and let these names marinate a little bit and then think back to what we've been talking about for the past 2 years or more. Why would I not have any physical communication with these people, but actually can sense them or or sense something about, what am I picking up on with this so-called communication? This had to be something to do with, again, AI or OG energy, old guy energy, old world, Old Testament, or new world, AI, tech. Like people messing around with men, like, because this would look different when it's talking about the Lord God comes in and start, manipulating stuff and moving stuff around. You know what I'm saying? And changing the DNA or altering the code of man or the first peoples. Or again, those fruits and those not vegetables, but the fruits and things that were being created or that you think it's talking about plants in Genesis 1, that's actually talking about groups of people here. So then it made me think about Sneaky Pete and how those tents are sitting back there in the background and why this person got these knives and they're sneaking off the scene with these knives. And then you have the people that are Black, right? I think this is 7 of Swords, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 8. No, I think Sneaky Pete is the 7 of Swords, okay? Again, as above, so below. The red hat represents red, or earth energy, and then the red shoes represent earth energy, which this is the thing that happened with cannibalism, which is consuming, or the devil energy that looks to see who they can devour. Okay. Brother going against brother, tribe against tribe, maritime dark-skinned people versus, or original people versus maritime, birth versus autochthonous or indigenous earthlings or earth people. All right. So this made me think about the bloodline, because I remember I used to go over there all the time and his dad would say, what's your family name and stuff like that. Okay. And I believe at one point in time, everything was cool, whatever. But I do remember one time when we were young, and I think that the son was like, me and him hit it off. We were just really in love or whatever. Right. Yes. Okay. Just get it off and put it on the plate. And I remember, there was a conversation. It was a conversation or argument that happened about this person spending too much time. Okay. And I know that there was something with like a shared vehicle with the sister, and there was like, it was just an issue or whatever. Okay. And so, being a daddy's girl, I can understand his sister being a daddy's girl. And so, yeah, so I think there was a little bit of something that erupted or whatever. Okay. And, the dad kind of like got a little at me a little bit. And then I think this was the first time that he ever got into an argument with his dad because, you know, he was like, hey, you know, he's seen that the reason why they was maybe mistreating me or something because I was special out of maybe all the girls that he had dealt with or something. Right. So this made me even just open up my mind's eye to you being bound and sealed or something here. Okay. But this family may not have been. This is really today, this morning, I'm just telling you. Because now we have this bloodline, and then my first D baby, we talking about the name Cole coming in. Now into the bloodline. So, something is going on here. So, like I said, we get married, and it's so funny because Michael Jackson's song "Heaven Can Wait" keeps coming on. That was my favorite song around, and then "Truth," okay, by 𝘸𝘀𝑖. That was my favorite songs around that time. That I think we, you know, when I was getting married and doing my wedding plans and stuff like that, right? So it's this instance, like, I feel like what happened, like, to start splitting up the family. And it's like, or started to create some kind of change where I seen some. And I remember having a peeping Tom dressed in all black with like a black ski mask where you could only see the person's eyes. And I was sitting down there, I was talking on the phone with my friend or whatever, and this late night or whatever. And then everybody had went to bed and everything. I was in the living room. And I remember I was with my t-shirt, you know, panties on, right? So I'm like, okay, sitting there talking to her, and then I heard something. I went over to the window and I peeked down and I looked eye to eye with this individual. It freaked me out so bad. I could not sleep like in a room or anything with the doors closed. I could not for years. Up until now, I still sleep on the couch. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it's just like,